Hello, Lisa talking again. I'm actually just in the middle of doing the video for Sunday night about Egypt and the Nubia, but I wanted to stop and do a really quick addition to yesterday's post, because I did a post yesterday as part of the series that I've been doing about what's keeping the UK stable as we kind of enter into our post-Brexit, post-coronavirus, post-neoliberal future. And we have been given the green light. The Japanese finance minister Yasutoshi Nishimura today basically said that the UK have been given the green light to apply for membership to the Comprehensive and Progressive Trans-Pacific Partnership. Now, the article that I read in the Telegraph was very, very misleading about what this means and what this is, and was kind of portraying it in the way that the bonkers Telegraph does, as some kind of rival to Europe. That is not what this is. This is not a single market. It's not a political union in that way, but it is a kind of trade bloc of some very, very important countries. And it basically offers, like, it's something like 95% of tariffs on trade are removed between member countries. But the point is not about what tariffs are available. The point is that if we were to get membership of this kind of trade bloc, this would actually alter our political status quite significantly. Now, I'd been talking a lot about how the geography of the world economy is changing, how the Pacific Basin is now more important and the Eurasian steppe is more important. If you look at a map of the world with the Eurasian steppe on it, with all the land between China and France, you get a very, very long map that the UK kind of falls off the edge of. And we had essentially, because of our behaviour, kind of pushed ourselves off the land, kind of a political union with the landmass that actually is central to kind of dealing with a new multipolar world as economic power moves east. This is the landmass that contains the Eurasian steppe that goes to China. Now, this trading bloc is made up of 12 countries. It's Japan, who are kind of front and centre, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Vietnam, Mexico, Peru, Brunei, Chile and Malaysia. Now, what this would actually do is, if we got membership of this trade bloc, and it's not guaranteed, but we do still have a considerable legacy identity, we still have considerably good relationships with many of these countries, and we actually have a very strong economy with many, many links to all of these countries. So it's actually, we could very easily kind of be approved as part of this partnership. But what this would do was, it would not place us as competitors to the EU. That's ridiculous. The EU is still next door. They are still actually our main market as a country because they're next door. But what it would do is it would give us an extra bit of ballast to our political weight that would show the world that we are now facing a global economy where the focus should be on the Pacific Basin and should be on the Eurasian steppe. In the kind of period where Dominic Cummings and Boris Johnson have shown nothing but political immaturity, and the US and the EU would probably keep us at the table for appearance's sake but be freezing us out as everything and not need us, it would actually give us considerable weight. Now, this kind of trade partnership, it's been portrayed in the Telegraph as like a rival to the EU, but in actual fact it's more seen as kind of an economic kind of trade bloc to counter the weight of China in the Pacific Basin, and is actually welcomed by a lot of countries. This would actually be a thing, this is a thing that is welcome by a lot of countries, and actually our membership would be beneficial for us and could have very, very serious benefits for them. So this is actually a really, really smart move, and it's actually, there are a lot of problems with our membership of the EU. It's not us leaving the EU that has caused the problem, it's the political instability that we have generated while doing so, the political dysfunction that we have had on display. We have always had a two-tier membership of the EU because we have our own financial centre, our own currency. We still have a very strong and stable economy. Our membership of this trade partnership would actually be beneficial for the other members and give them a presence in the as the Atlantic bridge between Europe and the US, which actually would be very beneficial for them, and it would be very beneficial for us. And far from making us new competitors to Europe, it would actually give us a new role and a new way to redefine our relationship with them. Now, I read some Bank of England risk reports this morning, and the top line of every report about the UK is political stability, but we are actually, even with the tantrum of Dominic Cummings saying that we're politically unstable, we're actually not. We're actually a very stable country. And what membership of this trade partnership could do is allow us to redefine our role in a rapidly changing, growing economy, and give us a way to show that we are looking at a world where the Pacific Basin is important, where the Eurasian steppe is important, and give us a new function in our relationship as mediator between the ES and the EU. So this is just kind of an unplanned follow-up video to yesterday's post. I'm going to upload this kind of as soon as it's done, really. I probably won't even have a look at it. And I will be back on Sunday to discuss ancient Egypt and the kind of what we call ancient Nubia, which is actually a lot of different identities and some civilizations that are really, 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 really important in what we consider modern day Sudan and Ethiopia. So that's on Sunday.